Sally? Do you get paranoid about that?
Yeah, I hate it.
Really?
Really
Come on, you're an egotist, like. You can't...
No, it's okay when I was younger, you know,
Yeah.
but now I just get paranoid.
That single, it's political. Quite political. So at last you've come out and said something. What drove you to do
What do you
that?
mean at last?
That's...
I'm saying things on me bleeding life.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't say I've noticed.
Yeah. Tough.
What drove you to, in that instance? I mean, it deals very particularly with
Gary
Ireland.
wrote that song.
It's his song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're back together again after... Well, Grand Slam have folded. I didn't know they folded. I thought you were just giving it a bit of a rest. You folded with Grand Slam.
No, they all left me, so...
They left you?
Forced to go solo.
Was he pushed or did he jump? No. Back with Gary Moore, patched up old differences and everything there. You went through a period where you didn't get on that well, or I'm led to believe. Is that right?
Yeah, we didn't get on for a while, but... I mean, it was 3 years ago. And to promote the single, everybody's jumped on that particular story, so...
How do you control all that sort of thing? I mean, there's so much...
I don't.
You can't?
You know, you can't
give up?
control the media at all. They go mad, they pick up on the weirdest things, you know. I mean, it's whatever's popular at the time.
What's that weird guitar-like thing that Gary's playing in
The
that?
synthaxe, yeah.
Syntax, I didn't...
Yeah, you can play them like a keyboard. The strings are only there
Yeah.
because when you play it, they're only there just as a token gesture, just to show you the notes, so you don't have to relay on your instrument like a keyboard. You know, they're really for guitar players to come to terms with synthesizers, so they can play things the way they do.
The crossover instrument.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, a synthesizer really has the full spectrum of sound. I don't see why it just has to always be keyboards. And I don't see why guitar players should have to relearn, you know, keyboards. I think the sound should be there for the musician.
Just coming back to
for the instrument.
Just coming back to the subject matter of Out in the Fields.
Yeah.
Ireland, obviously.
Ireland,
heavy strains of the Civil
with
War.
the two of us, with him being from Belfast and me being from Dublin, obviously Ireland was to the forefront. But it's just a general anti-war song. But I mean, obviously we leaned it more towards Ireland because it related more towards us. And you always talk about what you know, rather than what
Stuff
you
that means something to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing something again with Gary before long, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, due to the success of this one, and even if this one really hadn't been successful, it was successful as far as we was concerned because we enjoyed doing it and we liked the end result. So he's going to work on my solo album and I'm going to do a couple of touches with him.
New single together before long?
Well, I'm sure they'll find a way for us to do one.
How about gigging? Have you finally retired from gigging, or are you going to get back to it with Gary?
No, because I've got a solo deal now. So I'm going to do the solo album, get a band together and go out on the road, hopefully by the end of this year.
I shall look forward to that immensely, because I must confess, I missed Thin Lizzy. I never saw Thin Lizzy live. I was only a nipper. Sad, really. See you in the early days.
Big influence, yeah.
Yeah?
I like Hendrix and Alpha. I never actually seen him live, but he said a lot.
He's one of the first sort of black rock artists, wasn't he, apart from Chuck Berry, of course, who rewrote rock and roll. I think barring Chuck Berry, Bo Diddley, I suppose I'm wrong here, there's all those others. He invented heavy metal, really, didn't he?
No.
No? You wouldn't
I don't think so. I think he was the first black artist that was sold to the white public.
Yeah.
And they accepted on a sexual basis. So.
Thanks to Chas
You're
Chandler.
a bit late catching up, you know.
I wasn't around then.
Tough. I was.
Hendrix, we lost him though, didn't we? Unfortunate circumstances and the like. I mean, that's still happening. We were talking about Malcolm Owen from the Ruts, who was a friend of yours as well, and I lost him. I mean, what do you do to stop that sort of thing happening? Do you get involved in any kind of drugs benefits or anything? Or?
I try to, yeah. I mean, I'm notorious for being busted, but I am anti-drugs for other people, yeah. Like he says, have you ever been experienced? I wouldn't advise people to do it.
No.